I wish all couples a very C4 February 14. Please stay very close, but do not investigate the beeping under your bed. It is not a wireless explosive device that I have set to detonate if there's even a hint of laughter in the room. So do not be happy. Just sit there. Don't do anything. Don't talk. Don't do nothing. Okay? Okay. The soft whistling coming from your kitchen is not me leaving on the stove. And this cake that I brought with the candle I'm about to light will not get me charged for arson. Alright, here you're supposed to walk home after a date. So if you catch a glimpse of somebody following you from across the bend, don't worry about it. And then if you see the person staring in your direction, it's because keeping you safe is the top priority and you require all of its focus. I also hear that dogs are man's best friend and they're great protectors. So if you see what was once a roughly 6-foot bipedal man get on all fours and start sprinting at you from across the sidewalk, do not panic. Do not panic. It is just someone trying to imitate a dog to bring you joy on this, wonderful day of love and care, And now I am full sprinting at you and following you home because dogs, that's what they're supposed to do. And not because I'm about to test the fact that the only reason I can't bite my fingers off is because my perfectly functioning brain is preventing me from using my full bite force when I put my fingers in my mouth. And you will not have to wait shotgun in hand until the sun comes up and hits my face and I have to slink away until next Valentine's Day. In Minecraft, of course. Purely hypothetical, just in the video game. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. But I mean, like, everyone gets angry when they see couples in public. And I mean, not just like angry, like we're throwing hands. Extra knuckles if you're actually laughing. Extra fisticuffs if you're in my niche nerd event. Why are you happy? Pick one. You can only get one. You can't have both. Anyway, angry non-Valentine's Day haver story time. One time I was going on to the metro, right? And it was like 10:30 past rush hour, and it was like a Thursday. So like no one was on the platform with me. I'm listening to my music, just jamming out. And I hear some like shuffling to my right, and I look over and realize like behind like one of the pillars there's just like lesbian couple. Now they're not doing anything bad. In fact, it was very wholesome. It was like one of those scenes in a rom-com where the couple is like saying goodbye to each other because they know like they're about to separate, like one's about to study abroad or something. It was pretty wholesome, but my fists are balling up because if I'm not happy, you can't be. But they were like peak couple. It was like short golden retriever dripped out girlfriend and like tall emo wolf gut girlfriend, and I was like, damn, really be having it all out here. And then the emo one like removes her face mask, right? Bends down and gives the small one a peck on the lips, and I'm like, brother, it's hands right now. We're about to box. We're boxing right here. You cannot be happy. And I think I was staring for a bit too long, a bit too angrily, because the emo one like looks over at me and like gives you like a what face, and I'm like, oh shoot. I kind of just like put my head down and walk to the other side of the platform. Now, girls, if you see this, I'm not homophobic. My hate is for all couples, not just you. All couples, okay? It's hands for everyone. Hands for all. Y'all can get it. Wait, pause. Not like that. Anyway, so we all know what third wheeling is, right? That thing where like you're just crashing in on someone's date for whatever reason, and you're just sitting there like, can I go home now? We're going. Like, what am I, your kid or something, man? Like, I'm gonna go to the arcade. I'm not staying with you. What? I have to stay with you guys? No, please. Let me play King Tekken, man. I don't want to go. And then you have to just watch them like be all romancy with each other while you're just there like, yes, my food that I have to pay for and sit by myself with. Thank you. Now imagine a seventh wheel. So how this started was I had this pretty big friend group that was a bunch of like guys and girls, right? And a few of them got together around the same time. And so they planned like a triple date because they were all like friends with each other and they all just wanted to hang out. And I think they wanted to hide the fact that they were all like couples from their parents, and that's why they planned the triple date. But I guess they figured they needed a haymaker. I was pretty good friends with most of them, and all of them are my homies anyway. So they were like, let's invite Hardstock. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm here. So I get added to this group chat, and the like name changes to half a dozen donuts plus one. And the picture is like a box of donuts with a half-eaten donut on the side, and I'm like, guys, come on, the disrespect is crazy. Like, I could have at least been a full donut. You're all one donuts, even if you're couples. There's 6 of you guys, and I'm a half. Like, okay, whatever, guys. Anyway, the plan is to go to the mall and then watch Spider-Verse. So I'm there with them, and they're all paired up, and I'm just walking alone. But like, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the like top moments of my life. I was like a coach in like a boxing round. Like when the fighter comes back and he's like, buddy, like, coach, what I gotta do? And I go like, you gotta hit him with like if you were a pirate, where would you put your parrot? Here or here? And like, oh dude, she's been shivering. She's been saying the whole time that she feels cold, man. You gotta give her your jacket, man. Yeah, dude, it's a good play. You're gonna ruin the tempo if you don't. And I go over to the girls' corner and I listen to what they're talking about, and like, oh, she thinks this stuffed toy is good. You gotta get this one for her. Yeah, that's the one. Peak coach, don't play. Of course, saying the whole time that I hated it and I hate being around all of them because they're all couples, but like, they're all my dogs. I would do anything for them. So it was fine. Now, of course, it was a little bit less fine when we got to the movie house and I had to sit at the very very end by myself with no one to talk to the movie about. And the movie was great and I wanted to talk to someone about it, but they were all just like being coupley with each other. No one to even split the overpriced popcorn of the movie house with, but you know what? Whatever. But at the end of the day, like as of right now, right, they've all broken up. And now I'm the only one who can remember that hangout fondly. And so whenever Sunflower starts playing and I'm with one of them, I just look at them and I just start smiling. And they all just hit me with like the okay man, whatever. But like that's the dub. I remember Spider-Verse fondly. You don't. Who's skill issue, baby? And if you're in that group and you're watching this, are we watching Spider-Verse 3 together or what, boys? Let's go. And so now a bit about Mr. IRL's love life, okay? So I'm like 8, right? And I'm visiting the US on vacation. I'm a huge Night at the Museum fan. Like, watch it like every chance I can get fan. And on the itinerary, we're going to the place where Night at the Museum is set, the Natural History Museum in NYC. I'm hyped. But I go in there, and the opening place is nothing like the movie. There's no globe. There's just 2 dinosaurs fighting. And I'm mad. I look at my mom. I'm like, Mom, it's wrong. We're at the wrong place. Why are we here? We need to leave. And so I'm pissed, right? And we're here with my parents, like family friends or something. And they have another who's like my age, right? And she's asking like, oh, why is he mad? And my mom explains to them like, oh, he's like a Night at the Museum fan and he thinks that it's wrong. He thinks we're in the wrong place. And they go, oh my gosh, so are we. And so I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I think this girl is like my person. She watched Night at the Museum too. And so we run around the museum just looking for all the characters there. And very vividly, I remember we found Gum Gum. He's like this Easter Island head. In the movie, the only thing he says is Gum Gum because he just wants to eat like gum. You like feed him gum, right? And we run back to our parents and we're like, give us gum. We found Gum Gum. We need to feed him. They probably realized that what we were about to do was throw gum at a like exhibit. And they were like, oh no, we don't got any. We can't give it to you. And we were like, damn. And so we were a bit mad, but we just went off again to find the next character, right? And it was a vibe. But yeah, I had a lot of fun running around that museum with this person. And I remember walking away from them and the museum. My eyes start tearing up, but I don't know like why I'm sad because I'm like a small baby child. I don't have the facilities to process what's happening to me. I don't have emotions besides like joy and being mad I didn't get chicken nuggets. A cute feeling of loss that like hits my heart, and I'm almost crying. And my mom looks at me and she notices and she's like, oh, what's wrong? Are you gonna miss the girl? And I just like nod slowly, and I didn't even know why I nodded. I didn't even know I was gonna do that. Like I didn't even know I missed her, but I guess I did, you know. Because I knew that this was going to be like the last time I saw them. That's what my parents said when I asked. And I wasn't looking forward to meeting them, but I guess I missed out on the opportunity to like have a connection with someone who I had a really good time with. And I guess 8-year-old me just couldn't process that feeling and didn't know, because I only realized that looking back at it now. I could have had like a good relationship with someone, but I guess we'll never know now because it'll never happen because I live so far away. And that was the only time I've ever met them, but it was like the only time I've ever felt a connection with someone that fast, you know? So it's like, yeah, whatever, man. Look, basically, if you're happy, go. Good for you, man. I'm gonna go like, I don't know, take a shower with my toaster. You know what? Whatever. Bye, guys. I don't know. What's up? That's